Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is AmeerahKArt. I'm a visual artist and a beauty blogger. Thank you for stopping by. If you're returning to my channel, thank you for coming back. This video will be my February favorites. I tried out so many new products and I'm so excited to let you guys know about what I've been loving this past month and what I definitely will be restocking on, because some of this is like almost empty. So before we get into it, just a really quick reminder, if you're not already subscribed, and if hopefully you like this video, I hope you will subscribe. But if you are subscribed to my channel, make sure you are clicking the bell button next to the subscribe button. That way you will be notified for every upload that I post, and that you'll be the first one to know and see any new content that's on my channel. So now that that's out the way, let's get into the favorites. So the first two products I've been using together, and they are for skincare. This is the Boscia cleansing oil gel, and this is the Boscia charcoal makeup melter. This takes my skin back to square one. Whenever I have some sort of like mystery breakout or anything, I don't even look to use anything else. This is what really gets my skin like, okay, we're gonna try it again. And I love that it blurs my imperfections. It leaves my skin feeling firm, not tight and dry, but it makes it feel firm. I feel like I look younger after I use this. My skin looks so clear. I love the fact that it is oil based, because you really get like that smoothness. It foams up a little bit, and I've even been exfoliating with this just to, if I'm really trying to get dirt out of my skin, or if I'm coming off of like a heavy makeup look, I'll go in with this. I'm almost empty with this too, but Boscia overall I've really been loving just their skincare. I've been using their mask, I've been using obviously these, and I really don't have one product from them that I didn't enjoy or that my skin didn't enjoy. So I think it is definitely a privilege when you find a brand and your skin responds to it positively. So I'm so excited that I've discovered these products and my skin has really been loving it. So I'll definitely be restocking on these. This has been advertised to really remove your makeup, but I've been liking using this right after a face wash. It is a charcoal, I've been using it as like a charcoal mask, since it is called a charcoal makeup melter. And this is also, it's a cleansing oil balm, and I really have been enjoying this. I've been leaving this on my face for like 20 to 30 minutes. I can't say any more good things about it other than my skin has really been enjoying it. The next product is a color corrector. This is the MAC Prep and Prime Peach Lustre color corrector. I've heard so many good things about this. I finally went to MAC and picked this up. If you haven't seen any of my previous videos, I do mention that I do have some hyperpigmentation around my jawline and down my neck, and depending on how I style my scarf, it may or may not be shown. So whenever I'm doing my makeup, I always make sure to color correct on those areas. And I usually use my LA Girl Pro Concealer of the infamous orange corrector, which I was pretty satisfied with for a really long time, and it just got to a point where I got tired of it bleeding into my foundation because it is so rich, because it is so orange. It does the job as far as canceling out whatever it is you're trying to cover, but it's just still a little too vibrant when it's time to be concealed. So I wanted something a little more toned down but still served its purpose, and this color has really not disappointed me. I've really been enjoying this. It has like a little twist up, and the product sort of seeps out of the brushes, and I've really been using this for the last couple of times I did my makeup, and I can already tell that I'll probably be restocking this as well. I was initially going to get the duo, but then I was like, well, if I'm only going to get the color corrector, if I'm only going to use the color corrector, I might as well just get the actual color corrector. Like I said, this is really canceling it out, and I'll also, just because I'm just paranoid about color corrector bleeding into my foundation, I don't want to look orange. Ain't no Trump, you know, inspiration going on here. I will, after applying this, I will go in with a skin tone concealer just to make sure that it's covered all together, and then I'll go in with my foundation. And this has really been cooperating. It doesn't bleed into the concealer, it doesn't bleed into my foundation, but it does give me the coverage where I need to be color corrected. So I've definitely been enjoying this, and I'm really not sure why I didn't get this sooner. This next product is a concealer. If you know me, you know how much I love concealers. I'm always on the hunt for the perfect under eye highlight, the perfect concealer to cover up blemishes, the perfect concealer for my eyebrows. Like, I'm just obsessed with concealers. So this month I've really been enjoying the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealers. As you can see, I do have 3 of them. I have a video where I compare these to the MAC Studio Finish Concealer. I'll leave the link to that video down below, or in this video somewhere in the corners or in the description box. And I've really been enjoying these. I actually use these as my highlight today. The one thing I will say about these is that they don't have one color in particular that I really like just on its own. I mix these to sort of get the custom shade that I like. And just from I've had this makeup on for a couple hours now, and I'm really loving the color that these come together to make. I'm sure there's a color like this on the market somewhere, but as far as the coverage, I mean, who's not a fan of the Radiant Creamy Concealers? I have a ton of those, but something about these I've really been enjoying. I think they dry a little slower. I feel like the Radiant Creamy Concealers dry really fast, and so you don't really have a lot of time to you know, blend them out and set them the way you want them to set. I feel like I have a little bit more time with these, and I really do like that how creamy they are, because I love full coverage, and they really give me the coverage that I really enjoy. I feel like it's like a flawless type thing. I just love these. They're the same price as the Radiant Creamy Concealers, and these are 0.21 ounces. But they've just been really, I've just really been enjoying them. If you don't mind mixing, if you're into customizing your own shades, I would definitely say try them out. They do go by the same color spectrum as the Radiant Creamy Concealer, so if you already are a fan of those concealers and you know what your shades are, you don't really have to try and figure out what your shade is. They all go by the same shades. So I do like the fact that they kept the shades and the colors the same, but unfortunately for me, there's not one color that is like my go-to. I really do enjoy ginger, biscuit, and caramel. I mix these together to get the shade that I really like. So this next product is a NARS product as well. This is the NARS Contour Blush Duo. This is in the shade Melina, and I have been loving these shades, especially this. I'll be using the lighter shade to sometimes set my under eye highlight, which it does serve its purpose, but to be honest, I've been using this darker shade to contour so much lately. It's so heavily pigmented, so you don't really need a whole lot, but I love a good carved out cheek, so I have been going in with this, and I've been reaching for this honestly more than I've been reaching for some of my contour palettes in order to do my contour. I feel like it's thin enough where I can travel with this, and it's like a reach, it's a rich, it's like this beautiful rich brown. I used it today to contour. I also noticed when I use this, just like one swipe of my brush in this palette and so much product comes up. So it's you really don't need a ton of it, which is what I like. I kind of like that sort of, it took a lot of work but it looks effortless kind of look. And this is really one of the products that has been giving me that snatch contoured face without having to dig my brush into a palette that isn't really pigmented. This has kind of spoiled me because now I'm like, I'm looking at all my other contours like, if you ain't giving me this color payoff with, you know, the minimal amount of effort, then I'm not interested. So for lips, I have kind of been messing around with the same kind of lips. I love brown lips, but I did want to step out of my shell a little bit, and I was doing some shopping for spring and summer. I am looking forward to spring and summer makeup looks, so I was just kind of getting excited, and I saw this in my local Target. This is the Maybelline lip color palette, and what caught my eye about this initially was the price. I was just like rummaging through the makeup aisles and I was like, $3? What? Those are elf prices. And I was like, this is Maybelline, and it's so now first of all, before I even show you these colors in depth, I usually do not like lip palettes. I feel like if you are not a makeup artist, if you are not a professional makeup artist, I don't really understand why you would be purchasing a lip palette. I personally don't get it. I just feel like it's in the way. It's not something that is reapply friendly. I think drugstore lip palettes are more on the convenient side. One, because they are small. A lot of the lip palettes I see are huge, and I just feel like it's not really practical for a girl that just likes makeup. But this is a lot more on the convenient side. It is thin. I carry reasonably medium to large bags, so this wouldn't really take up much space in a bag I would have. The only drawback about this is that I don't like that it doesn't come with a mirror. I feel like something, instead of this clearness here, they should have had a mirror in here so that you can reapply your lipstick if need be throughout the day. But getting into the colors, I really love the color theme here. They have some nudes, they have some bolds, and they have some deep colors that you can really try out. They have, it comes with a little brush. I did feature this in my pink lipsticks for women of color that don't need liners. I did feature this palette in here in that video, and I was using this pink here, and these apply like a gloss, so I really am excited to try these out for the spring and the summertime. But I love these colors. I think they are women of color friendly, all of these colors. And I love the fact that it does come with a brush and everything. I just wish it had a daggone mirror in here. I feel like that's the only drawback, because you know, now if I were to take this is something that I would more than likely have in my purse. But if I were to wear any of these shades, then I would have to pull out my compact in addition to this. So it's a little bit of points off, but as far as colors, I think the colors are really beautiful. And it's very rare that I actually like all the colors in a lip palette. Usually if I were to even consider buying a lip palette, there's usually at least 2 to 3 colors I'm like, but I can see myself wearing each one of these colors, so I do like it. And for $3, come on, you can't beat that. This next product is a fragrance, and I'm still shocked that I actually purchased this, because I'm usually not an expensive fragrance girl. I'm very much satisfied with my little Bath and Body Works. I have a closet full of Bath and Body Works. You can ask, you know, anybody that's been to my apartment, they're like, Ameerah, for real. But I smelled this when I was in Bloomingdale's like a month and a half ago, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have that. and this is the Kenzo World perfume. If you've seen some of my last videos, you may have seen it on my vanity, but oh my gosh, it literally stopped me in my tracks. Like, the perfume lady, I was walking in, the perfume lady handed me a strip, and you know, I never want to be rude to them, so I'm always like, okay, thank you, and I'll, you know, wave it across my face, not even expecting to like it. And it literally stopped me in my tracks. So I was like, oh my gosh, this smells so good. It's like, it's a little flowery, but not overly flowery. It has like, it's, you know what, it smells like it can be like a unisex perfume. It may even be a unisex perfume, I'm not even sure, but I love the fact that it's not overly feminine, it's not overly masculine. It kind of just smells, it's light, it's airy, it's flowery, it's cologne-y, it's just, oh, it just smells so good. And trust me, I know you're probably like, what? Because I will watch favorites and I'll be like, why are you featuring perfume? We can't smell that. But I'm telling you, please get a sample from your local perfume counter in your mall, because this has been, oh my gosh, like, I just love the way this smells. And I don't know what it is. I feel like once you find something you like, once you find a scent that you like, you just can't let it go. Like, it's something that is so rare. Your taste is probably going to be so rare that it's like, once you find something you like, you gotta hold on to it. So that's why I did get this. I love the bottle. I appreciate the fact that this is not a boring perfume bottle. I can't stand bottles like that. I love the fact that this is something interesting to have on my vanity. The lid is like that, and it has the little press here. You spray it. Obviously, I've been kind of stingy. I don't want to run out. And my last favorite for February has been my book, if you couldn't guess, Frida Kahlo, Fashion as the Art of Being. This is just the sleeve it came in. I did a whole video on my transformation into Frida Kahlo. I'll also leave that video link down below. This is the actual book. I just absolutely love Frida Kahlo. She is a huge inspiration to me. When I found out, when I actually came across this book at the Philadelphia Museum of Art, it was a little too expensive there, so I did some research online and I found it for cheaper. And this has been the perfect coffee table book. It's full of her artwork, it's full of pictures of her, and it's full of fashion that is inspired by her. And it's just been such a pleasure reading this book and looking at the pictures, looking at the photographs. I personally wasn't aware that she had such a large presence in the fashion world. You know, as an artist, I just respected her and revered her for her artistry, but she has actually been iconic to fashion. She has been iconic to beauty, and it's been such a pleasure reading about how important her presence was to fashion designers, how important her artistry was. And I'm just like, look at this. Like, can you just look at that? Can you just, like, that's amazing to me, to, you know, to be an artist and to think that it's possible that my artwork or my style can live on beyond my lifetime, where people actually incorporate me into their fashion designs, they incorporate me into their own artwork. I just think that is probably one of the most amazing things that can happen to any creative person. This has definitely been a book that I like to keep on my coffee table. I like to sit on my lap when I have some spare time and just read about her and look at some of the different photographs and the different editorial fashion photo shoots that have been inspired by her artwork. And it's just so amazing to me that an artist has impacted so many different platforms. So guys, those are my February favorites. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you are interested in seeing some other videos, please let me know what exactly you would like to see. I'm very curious in knowing what exactly you would like to see me do. What videos are you interested in seeing? Of course, I want to give you content that you are interested in and that you actually care about. So please don't be shy. Let me know in the comments below what you like. Hopefully, if you are new to visiting this channel, I hope you enjoyed it and that you subscribe to this channel, like and share this video. And I hope I see you in my next one. Bye.